Okay, where's the video? There it is. We appear to be live. So I bumped the camera. Everything seems to be working. I don't know about the audio. I don't know if the audio is good or bad, or if I need to switch to a dedicated microphone. I'll wait for some feedback on that. Not actual feedback, not like microphone feedback, but viewer feedback. Subdubbin says sup. What's up, Subdubbin? Oh no. Oh no, indeed. Look at these ultra high quality socket A motherboards here. Only the best. I discovered I don't have any really good Athlon XP boards. I have some better stuff. I should let me raise the camera a little bit higher. There's some better stuff up here. I could bring some of that stuff down. But I didn't know if it would be sufficient to run an Athlon, or if I need an Athlon XP for the ultimate. Oh, actually, what is this one? No, this is okay. I could be running this. This is a better board. This is an Asus A7V. I could be running this instead. Yeah, this is socket 462 stuff. I'm trying to be fairly period correct because the whole point of this is testing a 9700 Pro that at Ancients sent over. I've been meaning to do this since around Thanksgiving weekend, and it never happened. So this package right here contains a 9700 Pro, or I'm sorry, 9800 Pro. 9800 Pro. It's in there. But I don't have an open Windows XP test platform right now. So I need to build one. I don't remember what processor is in either of these. I think they're probably Athlon XP, something in the 2000s, like 2600 plus, something like that. So either one of these boards will work. I'm probably going to start with this BioStar board. And if it doesn't work, I'll fall back to this TigerDirect.com house brand Syntax board from around 2003, maybe 2004, kind of the end of the era for these. I'm not sure the exact date on this. It's the SV266AD, and it's version 3.1. And an odd color. Do not adjust your set. Do not adjust your monitor settings. This actually is kind of an orange color. I don't know if it just became orange or if it started off that way, but it's orange. Orange. Heard a strange sound on the other end of the basement, so I don't know if there's a bat or a rodent of some kind down here, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to try out one of these too. I could grab an IDE hard drive, but I have never used one of these things, and I've seen people like Phil on Phil's Computer Lab run with these 40-pin IDE to SATA converters. I have this old Plextor SSD, if that's in focus. This is a 128 gig solid state drive from 2013. So this is not period correct. This is not period correct. This power supply is not period correct necessarily, but there's a reason for this. And I know Dynex is a Best Buy house brand. I've owned this power supply twice, actually. I had this way back in the day with one of my builds. But this, unfortunately, even my best... Where does it say? I don't know if it lists this stuff on the back. Even my best power supplies, like the 1500 watt Be Quiet Dark Power Pro power supply that's lurking over here in the corner, they have pretty weak 12 volt rails. I'm sorry, 5 volt rails. Their 12 volt rails are amazing. But even this Dark Power Pro here, it's got like 25 amps on the 5 volt rail, so that's not enough. And this has 40 amps on the 5 volt rail. I don't know how good they are, but the last time I tried running one of these, like I was actually a 9700 Pro, it wasn't even 9800 Pro. Tried running one of them on a board like this, since the processor gets all of its power on the 5-volt rail on these, not the 12-volt rail, the whole system just shut down as soon as you start a graphics benchmark. So hopefully between the 40 amps available, anyway, I hope it works. Let me get started on the build here. I need to change video resolution. Hold on a second here. Stream settings. Open widget. I need to change video resolution. Expected video size is 1920 by 1080. I'm trying to stream in 4K. I don't know if it's actually coming across as 4K. But I need to turn off the ultra low resolution, or I'm sorry, ultra low stream latency. Okay. Which I don't really want to do. I don't know if I can... Is this actually working? I mean, if it's working, great. If it's actually in 4K, if there aren't any huge latency problems, I guess I'll just leave it alone. 1440p. Okay, maybe it's just down-resing the video. Yes, it is late to be doing a PC build. It's very late. But I'm going to try. I need to get started instead of just talking about it. First, I need something to put this on because, as you can see, this stand has, this is the AM5 system. Over here is the Z690 platform, and there is my monitor with the stream on it. So I'm going to grab a box, a motherboard box, to put this board on, to raise it up to the correct height. Okay. We're dealing with IDE here. So I get to use these sweet cables. Now this one does not have two connectors on it. It's just a single connector cable. Interesting. I'll use this for the CD-ROM drive. I have a couple options here. I grabbed a black and a white drive. Both of these are IDE. This one configured. This one is in cable select. That's an MSI drive. CDRW. This is a gateway OEM drive. H&L data storage. This is from 2001. This is also a CDRW drive. Also cable select. I'll try the MSI first. I'm not sure where the drive rails come from. But this is an optical media stream. Forget about USB thumb drive installs. This is optical, which is going to make it take forever. So that might not be the best idea. But I have never done one of those crazy Windows XP off of a USB drive things. Okay, so there's secondary IDEs right here. You know, it's not every one of these connectors is keyed. You can see like the scar of a key there. I don't think I took that one off. But at least it tells me where pin 1 is. So pin 1 is top right, I think. No, it's not April 1st. This is real. This is really happening. Is this correct? Why do I never remember which is pin 1? Yeah, this has to be pin 1 over here. So the little pink stripe. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, get that out of the way. Now, I don't know if I want to start off with this graphics card right off the bat, but I guess I will. So here's the unboxing. Look at that beautiful red PCB. And a rather small, you know, heatsink and fan situation for a pretty warm item. Everything looks pretty good on the surface. No really obvious bulging caps or anything like that. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe this works flawlessly. You can read the sticker here. Radeon 9800 Pro. Is that in focus? Come on. Got TV out. Is this one of those Dell OEM cards? Or is this, okay. I've seen some of the Dell OEM ones that have the S-Video out, but I don't know if maybe they all did by the 9800 Pro. And of course, just a 4-pin Molex connector. Oh, actually, I remember Ancients telling me that one of the pins was blackened. That could be of some concern, or maybe not at all. The back side of it looks okay. Like where it actually goes into the board looks okay. Okay, this is AGP, not PCI Express. So this is the reason I have one of these, crummy boards, is I have a lot of PCI Express stuff, but unfortunately, when you're dealing with AGP, which is great. I mean, AGP 4X and 8X are so many great cards, but you need AGP on the board. So here goes nothing. That locked in there. I might as well get my power supply involved. This Dynex 500 watt power supply. I'll have to use the 24 to 20 pin adapter, which should be in the box. I hope. Yeah, it looks like it's in there. Paperwork. Power supply. This has been opened previously. I've tested this power supply and it does work. Bought this on eBay. Didn't pay very much for it. Here's the adapter. Okay. I'll just put the power supply right there. Oh, here's the ATX 20 pin is in, right there. Convenient. There's some kind of memory installed in this board already. Some kind of, it's Micron, 256 megabytes. That's not a lot. I mean, it's acceptable for Windows XP. I used to run Windows XP with a single 128 stick. And then I upgraded to 512, which was the most that my 810 chipset socket 370 Celeron motherboard would allow. Intel like to limit things. I don't know if it was a real physical limitation. Maybe there was with that chipset. Okay, come on. That in? I guess it's in enough. So this is right there in the way. I'm going to need some Molex power. So I need power for the CD-ROM drive, hard drive, and, of course, the graphics card. It takes the same kind of power. The 9700 Pro actually took one of these little, what are these, Berg connectors? The floppy connectors? So we're definitely, sorry, bumped the camera. We're definitely moving up in the world with a full size, I love it when they're not aligned properly, full size Molex connector. Okay, that's in there. No floppy with this build. We don't need it. It's Windows XP era. So we can just boot off the CD-ROM. We'll have Windows XP installed in no time. Okay, I need to power the CD-ROM drive. And then see what kind of power this little adapter requires. Let's get that unboxed. Thanks for tuning in to this review of the SkyTech 40-pin IDE to SATA converter. There we go. It's a little overexposed. So, yeah, it's a little red PCB. Perfect for this stream. Red PCBs. Let's see what this looks like. I have never used this. An Amazon purchase from a while back. Oh, look at that. It even comes with a pass-through connector for the Molex. And there's a user manual in there. Thin box. This is not what I would call a thick corrugate. Just single wall. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Anti-static bubble packaging. This video is not sponsored by StarTech, by the way. It's sponsored by nothing. It's sponsored by the stuff in my basement. It's sponsored by Ancients, actually, who sent this card. I can't quite read what this chip says, and it doesn't matter. So I'm going to connect this to this, and then this to that, and then this to this to that. I feel like this is a bad impression of a... Oh, who's the YouTuber who puts an SSD in everything? Old school. Can't remember right now. Okay. As easy as IKEA. Yes. I should be looking at the chat. Maximum PC? Yes. This is a Maximum PC Dream PC from like 2000 and, I don't know, 3? Not really. Molex, internal PC speaker. Not even internal PC speaker. There is a, I think there's a header for the PC speaker. That might be this 4-pin right here. Can you even see that? No, it's off camera. I don't have a PC speaker, and there's not even a beeper on this. So I'm not going to have any postcodes to do any troubleshooting because I'm a fool and I forgot to grab a PC speaker. I have a bunch of beepers. I could just plug one in. If I'm running into boot issues, I'll do that. But we're just going to run blind here. If I can figure out where pin 1 is, oh, it's right there. It's helpfully labeled. Right there next to the green sticker. If this will focus, there we go. It was tested, and it's okay. In fact, I can just go straight in with my floppy connector. I don't even need to use this thing. But it's nice that it's included. So, pin 1 to pin 1. Alright, get that over here. Plug it into the motherboard. The pink on this is very faded. I cannot even really tell where pin... This is pin 1. Okay. So it should go like this. Which you can't see because it's being blocked by the graphics card. It's in there. Now it needs power. So it'll get this power right here. Okay. Where did it go? It's under there. There it is. Okay. Just assuming that this little adapter is already set up for like the primary Drive-O, aka master, but that's not PC anymore. Drive-O, Drive 1, that works for me. Or, you know, SDA, whatever. Okay, is that everything? Need to connect a monitor. I have an Acer hospital surplus monitor over here from my wife's old hospital. They were getting rid of all their 4:3 aspect ratio stuff, so I have this AL1716 monitor over here. And it's pretty good. It's your typical 1280 by 1024 LCD monitor, but it's decent performance, especially from a distance. If you're not pixel peeping, it's okay. I have a nicer looking NEC monitor that's actually white that does not look very good. It's hard to explain. There's something wrong with the horizontal resolution looks off on it, and there's adjustments and like something about timing or whatever. Anyway, let's get our compact keyboard and mouse plugged in. Get the power supply plugged in. And find out if this actually works. Oh, that didn't sound good. It sounded like something popped in there. Well, I may have to get a different power supply. Okay. Alright, let's see if the board will power on. Where's my power button? Hold on a second. Oh, there's one over here. You have these little things. The power switch. You can use a screwdriver or something too. Is this it? Is this the power switch? No? Yes? What does that say down there? Power LED. Reset. Oh, these two right here must be power. Okay. Either that or it is dead. I don't know what that was. Power LED. This must be power right here. Okay. Now let's try it. No. Is that on? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something happened. Or maybe the power supply is going to some kind of a fault. Like protection state. Did I do something wrong? Is this the wrong adapter? Seems right. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's working. But is it working? Is it actually working? Because let me draw your attention to this monitor over here, which still has the dreaded amber light. Let me lower this so we have a better angle. Sorry for the camera movement. Try to get this framed here a little bit. Okay. I think I need to possibly test this with a different graphics card. On the off chance this is a graphics issue. Of course, you know, I need to get a beeper speaker too, so I can check those postcodes. That's a major oversight. Okay, let's turn it off. Hold down the power button. Okay, well, it's responding normally to that. I have, let's see. Easiest to reach would be one of those old PCI Radeon 7000 cards. So let me get that. See if it'll boot, or at least post with that. Set this over here on top of the keyboard for now. Okay, here's a Radeon 7000 PCI. Get that installed. I'm going to live dangerously. I'm not going to screw in the VGA connector this time. Okay. Anything? I wonder if there's a memory issue. What if I don't have the DIMM installed properly? See, I have a light. There's a light on the keyboard. Now there's not a light on the keyboard. What just happened? Okay, come on. Time for that beeper. Oh, you know what? Whoever set onboard graphics. Matt, I think you're absolutely right. Because this board has onboard graphics. Why did I use this board? Yes, see? There it is. I should have used the Syntax board, which doesn't have any onboard graphics. Well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, disable the onboard graphics, obviously. Insert system disk compressed enter. I'm not going to do that. Let's restart. Let's get some of these cords out of the way. This is called cable management. There you go. And I have ample room for my mouse here. I mean, just tons of room in this little space between the box and the keyboard. But I'll make it work. Are you enjoying the rolling shutter effect? Okay, that didn't seem to work. Wait a minute. Now that it posted, I bet it's going to the graphics card. How much you want to bet? How convenient. My old Dimension. My Dell Dimension used to do this. BIOS screen would be on board, and then it would go to the PCI graphics card. Well, that didn't work. I guess I could look for a jumper. Is there a way to jumper off the onboard graphics? Maybe it's time for that syntax board. Nothing. Numlock. Not doing anything. It's not posting. It's my fault. It's my fault for using this board. It's time for the syntax board. Yeah, let's just switch boards. So we're not here all night. Disconnect, disconnect. Okay. Okay, that board's out of there. On to the syntax. Right here. Put these drives back in. That was secondary, primary. What is primary on this one? Blue or white? IDE2 is white. Okay. So, wait, where's pin 1? Top right. Okay. So, get the drives back in. Get power connected. No onboard graphics on this one. Apparently a different VAIO chipset. Alright, grab the IDE 800 Pro. Get that installed. Let's see what I'm doing here. So that's installed. Get it plugged back in to power. Okay. Monitor. Okay. Where did I put my little power switch thingy? Right here. Where is power on this board? Is this hard drive LED reset? This must be power. Okay. So immediate action here. But will it post? This one doesn't have a beeper or anything either. It does have a speaker header though. Yeah, high RPM fan. You know, it's just possible that the crap that I'm trying to use is actually crap. I do have a Pentium 4 box. I have a VAIO with an AGP slot. I think there's a 9600 Pro in that right now. I could grab that and just boot up that system and see if it'll work with this graphics card, but see, this is even worse than the last one. I will just double check to make sure it's not the graphics card. Or maybe I didn't have the graphics card inserted properly. Did I have it in all the way? Now I do. No. It's time for a zero sugar Coca-Cola break. I need to move the mascot down closer to the action. There we go. Alright, I need my postcode thingy. But for now, I need to remove... Oh, I didn't have the power. I didn't have the power connected. Okay, I don't know if it's the graphics card. I don't know if it's my incompetence. But we're going to put this PCI card in. This PCI card that just refuses to die. Who doesn't have a Radeon 7000 PCI card? I mean, or used to. They are cheap as chips, as British people would say. Let's see if there's any green light activity over here in this region. Set BIOS to PCIe. I seriously doubt it's a dead processor. It could be bad memory, but I won't know until I actually have a PC speaker. I can listen to some beep codes. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, do I have another AGP motherboard just laying around? And the answer is yes. The one that I showed earlier in the stream. If you were watching earlier, I have an Asus board, an A7V? Yes. This one. So I could try this board. But I don't know if the A7V supports Athlon XP CPUs. Isn't that a Athlon motherboard? What's in here? Is this an Athlon or an Athlon XP? Let's find out. The memory that was in here was Kingston. I mean, it's possible that it doesn't like this. I doubt it, though. Who knows? But, I mean, this is a piece of crap motherboard. It did work the last time I used it, though. Can I get this off without a screwdriver? Probably not. I have a flathead over here. Okay. At least this other board was posting. Just try the other memory in this one. This is an M7 VIG 400 board that worked perfectly fine the last time I used it. It's got let's see, 256. What's this other memory? What's the density on this stuff? Unknown. This board's a little dusty. I can't be helping anything. Okay, we'll try posting it with the onboard graphics. At least get a working board. And then go from there. Sorry for the arm shot. Right in the way. Okay, plug this in here. Nothing? Nothing? They have this hooked in right? That's got to be power right there. Same thing as last time. Nothing. Okay, I think I just have some questionable hardware at play here. Yeah. Oh, you know, what is happening? Power. Good Lord. Yes, thank you. Power would help. Is Intel 12th generation i5-12400F CPU good, cheap CPU? All of that Intel stuff, if you can get it for a good price, is fine. I think especially once you get out of the Core i9 range. Like, okay, let me grab this off the top shelf. These special edition processors is the absolute, highest end of the line. This is the 12th generation 12900KS. Something like this, it becomes very difficult to justify when you think about the power consumption, the kind of cooling you need to use. This is an example right here of the kind of cooling that I consider like a bare minimum for those processors. This is a triple fan, 360 millimeter all-in-one liquid cooler, and then I manually have turned the pump and fans to 100% when this runs. It was very loud. I have the same thing over there. That's actually the Intel system over there, way over there. You can just barely see it under my finger. And it's the same deal. So it's a pain. to try to cool those things. And when you get down to the Core i5s, Core i3s, they're fine. They consume a lot less power. They don't require anywhere near that level of sophisticated cooling. And yeah, they're fine. We have the splash screen. Apparently I need to start tapping the delete/F2 button right away. Okay, here we go. We're into the setup. It's a very distorted video image there, sorry. Why is that not in focus? Let me see if I can turn something different here. How about if I just make this, whatever's in the center of the screen, in focus? It's on wide area right now. Okay, how about this? Is that in focus? Alright, so, sorry about the lines. Maybe I can change the refresh rate. Is that better? Worse? That's not the refresh rate. That's the aperture. Is that better? Okay. Look at that! It's actually the correct date. I don't know when the last time was I had this on. So I've got... It's only seeing 256. I don't know if those are only 128. That's... okay. So I don't have any drives installed right now. I'll just set this to none because I'm not going to have any floppies installed. So... let's see... Chipset features, integrated peripherals, let's see. Initial display first, AGP, okay. Can I turn off the onboard video? Audio, modem, LAN. It has USB keyboard and mouse support, that's nice. Okay, well, I'll just save and then I'll put the video card in and see what happens. Now that I actually have this one. I know the battery's good because it's retaining the date. Get this video card, 9800 Pro back in. Okay. Connected to power this time. Grab a different AGP card too, that'd be a good idea. Get this installed. In the board. I like the sliding lock. It makes it very easy to unlock again. This is not in focus. It's focusing on the power supply. Okay, come on, move. Changing nothing. It's not helping. There, now it's in focus. Okay. Got the power. I need to connect the VGA cable, the D sub. Alright, let's go. Will it post? Yes! The green light just came on. Okay, we are in business. We have a working graphics card. So far, no garbled letters. This could be a success. Okay, need to get a boot device connected. So I got to connect those IDE cables again. Let me do that real quick. That's primary, secondary. Wait, which is primary on this one? IDE 2. Okay, IDE 2 is yellow. So this one goes to blue, which you can't see. And this one goes to yellow. Okay, come on. Doing this by feel. Okay. Power back on. Wait, where's my disc? My legitimate, authorized Windows XP installation media. Why is my disk drawer not opening? Now the system isn't posting. Maybe it doesn't like this adapter. What if this adapter was the problem the whole time? Set to master. Okay, he's got power. Oh my goodness. What if it's this? Because now the system is not posting. Let's see. Let's take this off. Take this out of the mix and see what happens. I have to grab an IDE drive. Weird. It was working perfectly a minute ago. I don't want to end this stream in utter failure. But, okay, powered on without anything connected to the IDE channels. And it's posting. So either I have bad... Maybe I have the cables? I don't know. Okay, let's connect just the CD-ROM drive and see what happens. Maybe, actually, because this one is a single drive. Well, cable select work doesn't need to be. It needs to be set to master, because I think master is also single drive. That's probably not the issue at all, but I will do that anyway. Now this is connected to channel 2 as a master device. Let's see if it posts with the CD-ROM. There's only one jumper in here. Man, that's... See? Now with even this one device connected to IDE, channel 2, no posts. What a POS this board is. I'm blaming the board. Well, I could grab the VAIO. I suspect this card works. Let me see if the VAIO is an easy reach. Just get some RGB. Yeah, that's the problem. It needs RGB. So this is the current situation. I will be right back in 30 seconds or less. Alright, I got the VAIO. A known working Pentium 4 machine with an AGP slot. So, just to test this graphics card, we will be taking a look at a Sony VAIO PC. Something of a lifestyle product from the early 2000s. Firmly grasp it. Get all of this stuff out of here. I don't even know what's on the hard drive other than probably some stuff I was having my son play, so could be some edutainment, maybe a couple of actual games. I'm hoping a benchmark, but I have a thumb drive with some benchmarks. So we put the card through its paces. Now I have to take care of this power supply. If I can get it disconnected from this. There we go. Okay. Alright, get this out of here. Is there enough space yet? Possibly. this. How about this audio? Backup audio engaged. Backup audio has been engaged. Is there audio now? I'm gonna assume yes. Sound is back. Okay, different microphone. Sorry about that. For whatever reason, when I started the stream, this Sony camera's audio was coming through OBS without me doing anything, so I just left it. I apologize. Alright, now I need to get this thing turned around so you can see how to get it off, or get the cover off. I'll let you look at the back. Oh, there's no graphics card in it right now. Okay, that makes it easier for me. It does have a modem though, because, you know, obviously you need one of those. So these two tabs, I think this pulls back, yep, and then the top comes off, and it's got metal inside of plastic. Kind of a, this looks more purple on the video than it does in real life, so I have the white balance screwed up. It's only very subtly purple. And then, whoa, okay, check this out. I don't know if you can see that or not. This top optical drive is actively cooled. Can you, hold on, let me raise the camera so you can see this. Right here, come on camera, come on, right here, focus. Focus on this, come on, tap to focus, there we go. Okay, look, tiny fan. Yeah, that product key will do you absolutely no good, Al. Trust me. Absolutely no good whatsoever. I have tried to reinstall. I tried to help him reinstall Windows on this once, and that key was not activating, no matter what. Okay, so then this is interesting. This tab right here, you pull out. Let me cancel the tracking. It's tracking something. Okay, so this comes out. Another metal lined plastic panel. And now we are presented with a very compact system, as I block most of my available light. So like the Dell systems of the time, the power supply swings out. Is that the lever to release it? Okay, it's got to be down. Out? Power supply just comes right out. Does it? I feel like it should. Doesn't this come out? What is the mechanism to remove the power supply? Do I need to remove the power supply? It seems like it would be hinged, but it might not be. There's a screw here. Okay, well, I can get to the AGP slot, so I guess I'll just do it that way. Apologies for the terrible camera angle. I'll try to raise the camera a little bit. This is very important. Look, the dark recesses of the computer. I'm taking this graphics card, which is not in focus for some reason. Come on, camera. What is happening? Okay, let's see. Function. I know what's happening. This isn't even the video mode, is it? Look at those black bars. I'm not even in video mode. Hold on. It doesn't do continuous autofocus in picture preview mode. Okay. There we go. This is actually video mode now. Look. It's focusing on stuff. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize when it powered back on that I was just in camera preview mode. Okay, so there's the look at the focus. Look at how well this focuses in video mode. It's glorious. Now the camera mic is active. Good grief. Okay. Sorry. That was only one mic. I don't know what I'm doing. I have only used the ZV-E10 on one podcast and I've never streamed with it. So I apologize for my incompetence. Now the key here, let's see. Well, the only available Molex power is this one, but I'm going to cheat because it doesn't look like it wants to fit easily. I'm just going to use this thing that came with that adapter that I didn't end up using. Because this is like a right angle thing. I don't know. It might have enough, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to install it. There's an AGP slot that you can't see. I'm going to hope the power supply has a beefy enough 5-volt rail, which it should. I don't know. Maybe it should. But this is a Intel processor, so it should be getting its power off the 12-volt rail. And why is that? The expansion slot screw is in here, so I wouldn't lose it, I bet, but that's got to come out. Okay. Now I can get the graphics card in. Again, you can't see this, but trust me, I am installing the graphics card. It is in. I'm going to affix it with this screw. This is the world's most beat up $3 screwdriver from many years ago. Actually, no, it's not bad. The other one of my dogs ran off with, and the handle was all torn off. Yeah, garbage. Garbage screwdriver. But the graphics card is installed. Now I just need to plug it into power, which is super easy because of this extension. Splitter thing. There we go. Now let's get everything connected to the back as I lose my power cord on the floor somewhere. So, VGA cable. Upside down, right? Yeah, always. Always. Upside down. It is just a tool. It's a tool. I have a nice Craftsman set of screwdrivers as recommended by Project Farm. And they really are good. They're the best $25 tool set I've ever bought. Not American Craftsman, but you know, that other Craftsman. Okay, here's another power cable. That's handy. I'll just use this. And we will push this out of the way so we can see the monitor. Okay. Let us get a nice view of this monitor. This beautiful Acer monitor. Now I actually have the matching monitor for this. It's a huge 17-inch LCD. I mean, it's physically huge. The bezels are massive. Lots of noise. Beeping. There's the Sony logo. I'll have to look at... I haven't done any AV1 yet. I need to update OBS on the streaming PC. Actually, this is only version 28.1.2 on this. That's embarrassing. Okay, see what kind of garbage I have on this computer. Here's my name. I need to change... This cord is in the way. I need to change my monitor brightness. Let's stop down the camera a little bit. Look at those patterns. This moire. Is it moire? Moire? Those are not visible in real life. Let me try to compensate for that with the refresh rate. That's not right. Faster? Faster? No, worse. I don't think it's looking great. Okay. It's looking pretty bad. Found new hardware wizard. Does that mean it did not detect, automatically install? Oh, look at this. I have NASCAR Racing 2002 on here. Age of Empires. Jeopardy. Now that ended up being a disappointment. I remember this now. I was going through downloading stuff off of archive.org. I don't remember if that was the good Jeopardy or the really bad Jeopardy. Anyway. No. Let's cancel. I think that's probably the graphics card. It found the DVI and the VGA. But don't worry. SanDisk to the rescue. Was that in focus? Yeah, look at this. Nice plastic. Sliding. SanDisk. 16 gigabytes. Wow, that's impressive. Get that installed because I have downloaded drivers from AMD directly. They still offer legacy driver support for the 9800 Pro. Let me turn the monitor brightness down. How do I do that? This? Text mode. Standard. Movie. What about just adjustments? I don't know. Is this acceptable looking? Too bright. Let's fix that with the aperture lens. Okay, so XP drivers, XP install. This is the one I did today. Okay, so I got 3D. I already have 3D Mark 2001 on here. If you can read that. But I need to get the graphics drivers installed. Let's check out the driver situation. Okay, I have disabled the NIC. There's the VGA controller. Okay, so I should be able to just run this. Okay, first, sorry for saying okay so much. Let's run 6.2 first. This is from 2004. That's kind of a loud fan. Oh yeah, this is the person talking, the person behind the camera, me right here. If I am in focus, this is Sebastian, and also this is Sebastian, or this computer login is Sebastian. Okay, let's see. Yes. Let's just do Express. Let's throw caution to the wind and install whatever ATi wants us to. That is a loud fan. Exactly. Loud fans are working fans. Okay. Come on. And look at the brains of the computer. Not really the brains, but that whining sound. It's coming from this area back here. Back in this region somewhere. And then you have that, this looks like a Seagate hard drive from the black rubber on the outside. Just, you know, just a beautiful machine. I mean, look at this glowing power button, the smooth plastic, the Sony logo, the depth of field of the lens. Okay, it's still installing, just so you know. I'm just stalling while it's installing. Move the camera a little bit closer to the action. Okay, I will restart my computer now. Yes. Yeah, Seagate Velociraptor. No, that's just the CPU fan making all that noise. No, it's the power supply fan. Okay, now you're hearing the CPU fan. But then it's on a quieter mode. So that spins down. Okay, I can move this box now. Okay, we're back, and you can tell from this much smaller text that it did indeed install this graphics card, and so far no glitching. These lines going up and down the screen, they're not really there in real life. Well, I mean they are, but the human eye cannot see what this camera lens is seeing. Try to compensate for that. This is a weird pattern too. This looks even worse on camera than it probably should. Did I just do something? No. Okay. Oh, Marine Aquarium 2. That's obviously going to be our first benchmark. See if that's running properly. I don't have speakers connected, so it won't be the same if there's no sound. But look at that. This is being 3D accelerated on the 9800 Pro. Okay, what? This is just fantastic. Obviously the graphics card works. Look at those interesting patterns. Can I find an angle where there's slightly less of that moire pattern? Am I disconnecting things? Okay. Let's run a newer version of 3D Mark. I guess run 3D Mark 2001. DirectX 8 benchmark. We need to get some DX9 action in here. Remember, I think this is DirectX 8. DX9 launched, of course, with Windows XP. So Radeon 9800 Pro, 1024 by 768, 32-bit color. This is too bright. You probably can't see any of this stuff. Can you see that? Can you read this? Okay. Radeon 9800 Pro. Probably can't read this. I'm just going to run it. Run it with standard settings. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell if it's glitching or not on the video feed because of all the patterns on the screen. But I do not see anything. Typically you'd be getting, the cards that I've seen with issues, you get these vertical, like these columns of what look like black lines, kind of like mini blinds. And I'm not seeing that on this at all. It does look okay. These are some darker scenes too. What I should do is run 3D Mark 2003. Oh, actually, okay, hold on. Let me go back to that for a second. A different scene that I should test is the nature scene. Okay, I'll just do test 4, nature. Because that one is very intensive. And it's easier to see if there are glitches. Because it's just like a stream and grass and stuff. Trees, butterflies. And this is a great test to see if your power supply is up to the task with one of these cards if you're running something that takes that uses 5 volt for the CPU, like an Athlon Socket A system or an Athlon XP system. The first time I ran this test, with a 25 amp, 5 volt modern power supply running a 9700 Pro, instantly shut down the whole system. Look at this. I mean, you're looking at a camera pointed at an older LCD monitor, but still. Let me physically move the camera in. This is a prime lens, so of course I can't zoom. Well, actually I can zoom. I can do clear image zoom. This camera. It looks worse. The closer I get to the screen, the worse these patterns look. Maybe that's the key. Here's what I'm going to do. Well, that's crazy. But it's supposed to look like that. Actually, that's the test. What I should do is back up a lot so you can see the copper water pipe. And then do a, what is it? A clear image zoom. And just do like a crop on the sensor to get closer. Look at that! The pattern is gone! I'm LGR now. I know how to point cameras at monitors without it looking like crap. Except, you know, this is not a CRT. So that's much easier. And, oh, let's take you back to that marine aquarium, by the way. Well, trying to get the, you know, the keystoning fixed for you. The camera's slightly, I mean, this side of the monitor is slightly lower than this side of the monitor. If that bothers you, I apologize. I'm going to call this a working graphics card, Matt. It's like you're really there. It's like you're really in the game. Let's play some NASCAR Racing 2002. No, no disc inserted. No! I don't have a no CD crack for this one. I don't have any other no CD cracks for any of these, I bet. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I see. I'm using disk images, so I don't have that one loaded. I have Needs for Speed. Okay, let's go back to the removable disk. Let's go to 3D Mark 03. It's nice that FutureMark actually gives these away now, and it's not focusing on the screen. That's helpful. Something just flew by. Okay, there we go. You can get the white paper, registration, setup files, all for free from FutureMark's website. I'm going to install that, get the registration ready. The DirectX 9 engine created by FutureMark. It was the first 3D Mark to include, format, word wrap, CPU tests. The graphics tests are Wings of Fury, Battle of Proxicon, Trolls Lair, oh yeah, Trolls Lair, and Mother Nature. Let me copy this key here to unlock the full version. The whole stream, yes. And really what I should do is just leave the stream going. All night. Requiem 2099, that's a brilliant idea, and I give you full credit for it. You have just registered a FutureMark product. Yes, I will create a desktop shortcut. Thank you for asking. Oh, I have Warcraft 3 on here. I should get a little Warcraft 3. It's a nice, relaxing game. Not really. I mean, it's hero focused, and you gotta be sharp. You gotta be on your game. I will play some Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 with no sound. What could be better than just hearing me make random comments through the built-in microphone on a video camera? I don't like the focus breathing. What's with all the focus breathing? That doesn't look very good. Actually, you know what? Let me switch to manual focus now that it's in focus. Why not just... There. Manual focus. It'll stop focus breathing. Tip of the day. Let's just run it. Let's just run 3D Mark. Default settings. Let's go. Test 1, Wings of Fury, in case you cannot read, or if you're looking away at something else. If I'm on a different browser tab. Extralon, hi. You're watching live footage of a loud Sony VAIO Pentium 4 system that has just been upgraded with one of the best AGP cards ever made. I mean, I said one of the best. There were much faster AGP cards released than the 9800 Pro, but the 9800 Pro was faster than the 9700 Pro. So they do have that going for them. You always want your next gen product to be better than your previous gen product. That's just elementary. Okay, Battle of ProxyCon is coming up next. I am going to call it right now. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 11 minutes and 15 seconds now. And that's it. I mean, this is a working card. It would have started glitching long before this. The fan on the card is spinning freely. It's not especially loud for one of these at all. Well, that actually might be the sound. That might be the fan. I thought it was the power supply. It might be the graphics card fan that you're hearing. So it's not the quietest fan in the world. Yeah, the 11900K. Tom's Tech. Yeah, that one, I was very confused by that product. I thought the 10900K was a real step in the right direction for Intel. Increasing core count, they had an advantage over AMD. Kind of. Not really, because AMD had... Did AMD already have a 16-core processor by then? I can't remember. They may have. That might have been the Threadripper, though. First gen Threadripper, 16-core. Yeah, it's... I forgot what I was going to say. Here's Troll's Lair. We just see this girl kill some trolls. Just going to annihilate them. This graphics card is holding up quite well. I have a darker scene. Sorry. I might have to brighten this up. No, it looks okay. She has a glowing sword. There we go. It's showing off that illumination. Look at that. It's not ray tracing. Look at the shadow effects. Yeah, so the 3950X was the first 16-core. That's right. It was introduced at the last E3 ever. I was there, in the room. E3 2019. But, yeah, from 10th gen to 11th gen, it kind of felt like Haswell to Broadwell to me, because it had more of a mobile focus to it, but it was essentially based on the previous generation's architecture. And Broadwell, of course, ended up in very few devices. Apple used it. I actually have a Broadwell MacBook Pro that I assembled from parts of broken MacBook Pros. I have a 2015 Frankenbook with a Broadwell 5000 something or other Core i5 in it. Yeah, it's a 50 something something. Whatever Apple was using in the 2015 MacBook Pro Retina. And so, I don't know, the 11th gen, going from 10 cores back down to 8 cores again for your desktop flagship part in the Core i9. Felt a little strange. Look at those, look at the water. It looks wet. Frame rate's suffering a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. We're at 15 frames per second, 16, 17, oh, 20. Over 20 frames per second. It's that cinematic look. I'm filming at 24 frames per second, just so you know. The camera's set to 4K 24. And it feels like I'm watching a movie. Hey, this isn't a Pentium 2. This is a Pentium 4. Which is at least twice as fast as a Pentium 2. Okay, yeah, this looks great. Very happy with this. I don't know why I ran that benchmark for so long. I think I was just mesmerized. Now, do I have the Warcraft 3? Let's see. ISO files are in here, right? Yeah. Oh, look at all this stuff. I don't know what some of these are. Where is Warcraft? I don't see Warcraft. Why would I not have Warcraft? Because I was playing it off a disc, that's why. What is Giga Pocket? I don't know what that is. Might be one of those. I used the factory load. That's obviously, you can see the VAIO wallpaper here. So whatever garbage. I think I uninstalled most of the stuff. Oh, Muppet Treasure Island is on here. I'm of course using WinCDEMU for virtual disks. But yeah, no Warcraft 3 disc, and I don't even know where it is right now. Is it? It's not in the drive, is it? No, the actual physical drives are probably empty. Let's see. Nothing in the top one. Bottom one opens slower. Nothing in there either. Okay. Well, I could play some Need for Speed, I guess. Nothing like playing a racing game. Oh, you know what? I thought that would be in focus, but I turned off autofocus. Hopefully this is still in focus. Hey, Cheap Carbon, I had an MX440 back then. I was playing Warcraft 3. I used to play the Papyrus Racing NASCAR 2002 was the one that I had. And a bunch of other games. But everything was on my GeForce 4 MX440. And it was a PCI card. And those things are rare now. At least they're priced like they're rare now. One player. Okay. Let's do some Hot Pursuit. Aston Martin DB7, that's fine. Is this on? No. Is this off? Braking off. Collision recovery off. Okay. Pursuit on. Okay. Now what about options? Graphics. Widescreen off. Okay. Car chrome. Yes. Yeah. High. Car shading. Is there an extra high? No, there's just high. Alright, let's go race. See what this looks like. I cannot wait for my arrow key driving experience. With no sound. Which is really just exactly what you want. I need to get some speakers connected to this thing. Look at those ridiculous reflections on that car. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yep, it's Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit. I'm the red car. And I'm hitting the guardrail. Let's spin this guy out. Ah. Okay, that was a mistake. Tactical error. I actually drive slightly better than this in real life. It's been years since I've totaled a car. Oh, okay. No, not technically. A tree totaled my last car, though, so it wasn't really my fault. I wasn't driving at the time. It was parked in the driveway, and then a tree fell on it. You can read all about it in my book. My Life So Far. The Sebastian Peak Story. Okay, I'm driving like crap. So yeah, that's it works. Look at the graphics. They're beautiful. I kind of think that the chrome, is it the chrome? Car chrome? Whoa, look at the difference. It's a pretty massive difference. Is this actually being 3D accelerated? I guess so. Special effects. Special effects are apparently the foliage, because when I turned it off, no more bush. Can you even see that? Is it too dark? Let's increase the brightness a little bit here. That might help. So yeah, that's... Oh, or is that smoke or dirt effects? I can't change the Z buffer? View angle wide. Oh, I can change the view angle? Okay. Narrow, wide. Alright. Perspective. Seems to do nothing. Going the wrong way. There we go. Whoa, narrow miss. Didn't get away with that one. Alright, let's quit. Main menu. Quit race. Okay, exit the game. Age of Empires is in here? There we go. Absolutely not 3D accelerated. So this is a point, but hey, I'm testing the 2D capabilities of this graphics card. That's what I'm doing. Have I started a campaign here? Oh, no, that was my son. Fine, I'll just play under his name. How far are we? Oh boy. We are only up to the foraging and it's on easiest. Okay, we're gonna go hard. Hardcore foraging. Hardcore learning campaign foraging. You, berries. Get some berries. And you can cut down this tree. How much, I have nothing. I have no resources to start. Okay, so I need to just wait. And this is going to take a long time to get enough food to build another guy. Let's see. Game settings. Very fast. Okay, so it's doing fine at 800 by 600, but what about 1024 by 768? Is there a way to increase the detail? No. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look how big the screen is now for all of my explorations. I have 20 food and 10 lumber. Yeah, this is working great. I can probably build another guy now. Nope, not yet. I need 50 food for another villager to be created. Let me adjust this display, because it was kind of cutting off the text over here. There we go. I'm going to call this a rousing success. I know that you're probably exhilarated right now watching this. An hour and 20 minutes in, and it just doesn't get better than a camera pointed at an LCD monitor in a static shot. This is what dreams are made of. I'm going to slowly back out with my fake zoom, the clear image zoom, because it's a prime lens. It's a 15mm lens, very wide. Got an email. It was actually an invite to Computex. I'm not attending Computex this year in person. I will be remotely covering it yet again. All right. Well, I did not end up needing the Dynex power supply. I don't know what's going on with those two cheap boards. I probably need to get this thing up and running at some point. The next time I do a retro. Hold on. I need to put the focus back on. Let's go to autofocus continuous. Okay. Next time I do a hardware stream, if it's this era, I will use this board. Look at this thing. You have your VRM on a little daughter board here. This predates ROG, obviously, but I mean, look at what they were doing. You've got a Promise RAID on here, so you have extra IDE channels. This predates SATA, of course. I think that would have to wait till socket 754. But, I mean, look at this thing. It's big. It's like a full-size modern ATX board. And this is interesting. This is, I think it's AGP Pro. There were some cards that used additional pins for more power delivery, I think. Is it Amazon Prime lens? Yes. It's an Amazon. I wish Amazon made lenses. Wouldn't that be great? Amazon Basics E-mount Sony lenses. And they're half the price of Sony's stuff and similar quality. That would be fantastic. This thing was like $650. It's the E-mount 1.4. It's very bright if you want it to be, because it has that 1.4. Yes, so yeah, that's still happening. Obviously, no issues with the 9800 Pro. It's a fantastic card. And I keep on waving this motherboard around just because it's a prop. It's something to do with my hands. NY Mac, warranty void if removed. Okay. And while we're at it, I can just reach up here. I've got other stuff. At some point, I had bought, this is factory sealed. This is a socket 939, Athlon 64. Still has the AMD sticker on both ends, fully intact. I paid 35 United States dollars for this. See the processor in there. The Athlon 64 itself. So I was going to do a 939 build, and I bought one of those ATi chipset 939 boards. And apparently they're not the best. It's one of those, was X200 or something. And I even got one of these. This is not period correct, but this was my first solid state drive. I got into PC Perspective because of this. And really it's because of Alan. I give Alan the credit. I mean, I liked Ryan, and I watched Ryan on his show with Leo, This Week in Computer Hardware, and talking about a Corsair SSD, and I was all pumped about that. And then when Alan joined the show to talk about the X25M, I think that was I don't remember what the size was on the one that he was originally, was it 64? Anyway, this is an 80. This is what I ended up buying. I started checking Newegg and other places, and I finally bought one of these 80 gigabyte X25Ms for $300. And that I thought was a bargain. So at some point, and I bought this of course later, I don't have my box or anything for the old one anymore, I don't even have the drive anymore. But I'm going to build a system with this processor, this SSD, maybe. I mean, this is a SATA 2 drive, I think? I don't remember now. This might only be SATA 1. No, this is SATA 2. So that doesn't really work. Because 939 would be SATA 1. That'd be a waste. I should have saved this for a later build than that. Other random things on the shelf. What is this? Now we're into the 486 era. 486, baby AT. But this, look at this one, has PCI. PCI and integrated IDE and floppy controller. No I/O card necessary for this. Actually, I got this out of a what was it? It was a Panasonic branded PC. It was one of their telephone switching, some kind of telephone service PC. But I mean, yeah, 486 and side-mounted connectors and a VIA chipset on 486. Alright, I think that's probably enough for tonight. Thank you for watching, and probably do some other random streams like this from time to time. Hopefully something a little bit more cohesive than just sort of randomly deciding to take this VAIO PC off the shelf and fire it up with its Pentium 4. I think it's only at 2 gigahertz. I could probably look that up, but who wants to do that? Alright, well, thank you everybody. Somehow there are 58 people still watching this. I commend you. And I'm going to go to bed now. It's 11:25 p.m. on the East Coast. Thanks, everybody. Wrong mouse. I'm trying to stop the stream with this mouse, but that's connected to this computer. I need to use this mouse over here. Good night.